Valence Pat joined the call.
Okay. Hey Pat, how are you?
Good. How are you this morning? Well, evening for you, but morning for me.
Not too bad. Gearing up for the season and taking care of, of a lot of interviews, to be honest. So I have all the candidates ready, and we'll start with Rutul, if you have his resume.
I do. One of the things I wanted to do as part of the interview, based on the initial conversations, I'm going to send them out kind of a summary of some facts, and I want them to put together a kind of a worksheet, an Excel worksheet. It's one of the projects I'd have them do. Since several of them have degrees in commerce, they probably should be able to put these together, but it's one of the things that that I'd want them to work on.
Sure. So, would you be getting that thing done along with the interview right now, or?
No. Yeah, I'd have to. I'll send it to you a little later this morning.
Okay. Yeah. Sure. So
and
maybe.
Then if they could get it back to me, by, well, tomorrow morning my time, I prefer, because it really should be something that they could do probably in about 45 minutes to an hour, depending on how fast they are and how proficient they are in Excel.
Okay. Okay, sure. Rather than tomorrow morning, would it be okay if they can, if it could be extended a little bit by tomorrow afternoon your time, or maybe end of day? Because practically they are almost done for today. So maybe after the interview, some of them would be leaving for the day. So, if they come tomorrow, I mean, obviously they'll be coming in early tomorrow, but I'm not sure what's the schedule like for tomorrow. But I'll speak to them. I'll see if it's possible we can get it done, before you come in tomorrow for sure.
Okay. Yeah, just Friday afternoon, my time is possible. Yeah, I mean, it's possible. It would just be, I'd prefer to have it in the morning, but that's okay. Just because I've got a really busy Saturday, Friday afternoon and Saturday, but myself, I'm getting ready to go on vacation. I'm going to go on a vacation in a week. So I'm trying to get a bunch of stuff done. I'll be gone for Christmas. So
great. I actually forgot to ask you, how was your hiking trip? I think you took a hiking trip last year, right? I mean, earlier this year.
Yeah, it was good. We ended up doing backpacked 170 miles and did about 40,000 feet of climb.
Wow.
Over 2.5 weeks.
That sounds adventurous.
Yeah, it was fun. We actually would have done more, but they had snow and parts of our trip there was like 8 to 10 feet deep of snow, and I didn't have snow gear, so and it was in June that we went. So
oh, okay.
Yeah, but anyway, it was good.
Great. Okay, so Rutul is here. I'll have him join in. You can start the interview and speak to him, and then we'll have the other guys join in after him.
All right.
Just a lot.
So Valence, is this Rutul?
Yeah, this is Rutul. Yep, this is Rutul.
Good morning.
Rutul, we can't hear you. Your mic is not working, I believe. Can hear you.
Yeah, still no audio. So Valence, do all of these candidates work out of one common office there for you?
No, actually, Rutul is working in a different location. I mean, he's in the same city, but it's in a different office premises. So I just sent a message to my IT team in my internal messenger to look into this.
Okay.
Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you now. Can you
Good
say
morning.
something?
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning, Pat.
Okay, great.
Can you turn up
So,
your volume, Rutul, just a little bit so I could barely hear you.
Hello? Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. That's fine. Thank you.
Yes.
So tell me a little bit about yourself and your experience, Rutul, and then I'll tell you a little bit about what I'm looking for.
Okay. So my name is Rutul Shah. I have done my bachelor's degree in commerce, and along with my bachelor's, I have started my professional degree, chartered accountancy, and company secretaryship, which is equivalent to US CPA. I have completed my 3 years of internship in a chartered accountancy firm. I have started my career with the outsourcing firm since around last 3 years, where I have worked for a client who was giving me basic bookkeeping work and accounting work. And during the tax season, I was also into the preparation of various returns, such as individual 1040s, corporate returns such as 1065, 1120s. And in bookkeeping and accounting, I was also required to pass the basic journal entries and year-end journal entries, such as depreciation, accruals, reclassification of expenses. I have my hands on various tax software, such as Pro System Effects. And as far as bookkeeping is concerned, I have worked on QuickBooks. I also have sound knowledge of Microsoft Office tools such as Excel and Word. And as a person, I am really energetic. And by working in an outsourcing firm since last around 3 years, I am able to build my confidence, and it has taught me the importance of the customer loyalty. I am very punctual, dependable. I understand my customers' needs pretty much to a great extent, and I also consider myself hardworking, reliable, and organized person. So yeah, that is all about myself.
All right. Have you ever worked with Accounting Power?
No,
As a
I haven't worked on the accounting power, but yes, I have. One of my colleague was working in the accounting power, so yes, I have seen the interface of accounting power and just little bit knowledge of how it works.
All right, because I'm in the process of converting over to Accounting Power. I have both the desktop, I have a few clients on desktop, QuickBooks Desktop. Most of my clients are on QuickBooks Online. However, that's gotten very expensive and pretty much limiting some of my clients. So we're looking at switching over, which means that we'll be running in parallel for a month or two until we're sure that we can run all the historical GLs and get everything backed up. Because once we switch off, then we no longer have access to any of the QuickBooks Online. So we'll have to download everything. I'm going to give you a set of facts, and what I'd like you to do is work up just a preliminary Excel worksheet, and this is on a real estate transaction. I have two large main clients. One client is in the real estate sector, but they have 13 operating companies. And they have about 200 properties right now, and they're growing in a few years to about 1,200. So they're buying properties all the time, buying properties and doing development. So take some notes down here, and then what I'd like you to do is put together a spreadsheet and have Valence, whatever, forward it on to me tomorrow, about this time tomorrow for me, so I could take a look at, just kind of get an idea of how you would process something. So it's real estate development. So if you want to take these notes down, it's a real estate development. Property cost is $400,000.
Real estate development, right?
Yeah, cost is 400 for the land. The improvements.
$400.
Yeah, $400,000. Yeah.
$400,000. Okay.
The roads and improvements is about 300,000. There's 27 homes that are going to be built.
27 homes.
27 homes and 18 townhomes. The 18 townhomes are going to average, they're going to be, the sales price on them, they're going to average, the square footage, I should say, the square feet on those is going to average 1,200 square feet.
1,200 square feet.
At a price of $300 a foot.
$300.
$300 a foot.
Okay.
And we've got hard construction costs of $100 a foot.
Sorry?
The actual hard construction costs, $100 a foot.
Okay.
And then we have soft costs, like soft costs, indirect costs of about $20 a foot.
Okay.
And then we have financing costs. So then we'd be looking at basically 6 months of pre-development before we start construction. So there'd be 6 months of that.
Okay.
And then we would be 4 months of construction on the, and this will be 2 phases. So the townhomes are done in phase 1. So there's 18 of them at 1,200 square feet, $300 square foot price. The homes are going to sell at $325 a foot. And they're going to average 1,600 square feet.
1,600 square feet.
Right. The hard costs and the soft costs are about the same.
Hard cost is $100 and soft construction cost is $20, right?
Correct. Okay. And the what we're going to have is we're going to have a construction loan at 80% of hard and soft costs combined.
80% of hard. Okay.
At 12% per annum.
Okay.
And then we're going to have a sales cycle. So we will be building the 18. That they will be built in two sections. So we'll build we'll build 8 and then 10. So we'll build 8 initially at one time. It'll take 4 months to build them. And then the remaining 10 will be built starting in month 4. So basically, the whole construction period will be 8 months for the townhomes.
Okay.
And then in month 8, we'll build the houses. And basically we'll build 7 houses initially.
After 8 months, we will be starting building the.
Correct. And then we're gonna do 7, and then we're gonna build 4 at a time, and we'll start them every 3 months. So basically, in month 8, we'll start the houses. After construction starts, month 8, we'll start the houses, and then month 11, we'll start 4 more.
Yeah.
Month 15, we'll start 4 more, and so on and so on. So basically, we'll have 5 start dates, and the houses will take 4 months to build.
4 months, right?
And then basically, we're going to put in the sales price that the units would be, the townhouse units would sell over 3 months. So from the time they're completed, they'll sell over 3 months. 1/3, 1/3, 1/3. A third of the units, a third of the units, a third of the units. Okay. And so the idea, the opportunity, the questions I have here for you: what cash flow would it take, assuming that the land is financed and then paid for? And then in addition to that, into the soft cost and hard costs and soft costs, we have the utility connect fees, and they will average $15,000 a unit. So all the units, the townhouses as well as the homes, $15,000 a unit. So that's in addition to the construction cost.
Okay.
And then the land is paid for, the $400,000 is paid for incrementally as property is sold. Okay. So what I want to see you resolve for is, what's the cash requirement, the equity capital to do this, and then what is the rate of return on the property, on the development. And this is something that I would regularly do for one of my clients, separate from bookkeeping. This is because I basically operate, Rutul, I operate more like a contract CFO. I've done accounting work like you're doing. I've done it for 44 years. But I'm also, I did my master's degree in international banking, and I have a master's in tax, and I did my doctorate in international economics. So I basically handle a wide variety of things for clients.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
What questions do you have for me?
What do you want me to concentrate within the first few weeks of starting if I get selected?
One, we'd be taking a look at some projects like this. We'd be looking at getting up to speed on the postings that we do have currently in Accounting Power or in QuickBooks Online, and making some recommendations. We don't do inside QuickBooks. We really don't focus on trying to do the bank reconciliations inside of QuickBooks, because most of my clients do those offline. So doing them inside the accounting system doesn't make a lot of sense. That being said, we will have to. I'm looking for good communication skills. Somebody to send me questions if they don't understand something, instead of doing a transaction and then I have to go and figure out what they did. I'd rather say, these are the transactions I did. These are the questions that I may have had, or entries that I posted them a certain way, but I'm not sure if that's the way you would post them, because I want to be able to be targeted if I'm going to lay off work. Because my last experience, the person that was doing work for me just went ahead and did stuff and never bothered to tell me what she was doing, and then I had to go back and try to figure things out. I don't want that. I want immediate communication as to what was done, and any questions that you see or transactions that don't make sense to you, push them to me so I can look at specific transactions.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know about doing any tax work. I use Drake, and I have for several years. I don't do, I probably do 100 tax returns anymore, and maybe 110. But with Drake, I have to have a network set up, and I don't have that set up. So I'm not sure that we'd be able to do that. But so I will look at doing the online accounting, the financial statement preparation, pushing things out to me to take a look at it, and then special projects.
Okay.
Okay. Any other questions for me?
No.
So what I'd like you to do is put this together and then get it to Valence, and he can or whomever else, but get it ultimately get it to Valence so he can send it back to me.
Sure.
Well, Rutul, thank you. I mean, your experience looks fine to me.
Okay.
It obviously you have bookkeeping involved, but really I'm looking more for from you being able to do maybe some project work for me.
Sure.
Anyway, thank you for your time today.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Valence. Bye bye. Take care.
Thanks, Rutul.
So Valence, I decided to go ahead and give him some facts and see if he can work on it.
Yeah, sure. So we have the next person, that's Viraj. I'll have him join in as well. Basically, all four of them are from the other office. So they would be on the Zoom along with us, but they're in our office premises for sure.
So I don't think I had that person that was planning on doing that interview. I was planning, was it Jashika or Jakashan? I'm not even sure. And then Harishita or Harshita.
So Harshita, Jaikishan, and Viraj.
Okay. So yeah, I didn't. I just did Harshita and Jekishan. Those are the ones. Those are the only other two. Because if you look at my email, I just wanted to look at those three.
Okay. So like I have Viraj out here. Do you want to speak to him, or do you want to just move on to Harshita?
Oh, yeah, I don't have. I didn't print out her resume, so.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll speak to her. That's fine.
Okay, but I think we have Harshita here, right?
No, I'm Viraj.
Viraj, okay, okay, yeah. So you can speak with Viraj, and I'll send you the resume on the email if you want.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah.
How are you this morning?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm good. Could you turn up your volume just a little bit, please?
Yeah, sure. One second.
So tell me about yourself, and then I'll tell you a little bit about what my company is and what I'm looking for.
All right. So now, am I properly audible to you?
Yeah, I'm fine. That's fine. Thank you.
Okay. So I've been in this field since the last 3 years, about 3 years, and I have been working for my clients on day-to-day basis as well as monthly and quarterly basis. So I prepare bookkeeping accounts for them. I classify their bank accounts. I reclassify their expenses, and I make maybe sometimes for some clients quarterly and for annual basis also. I make worksheets regarding their P&L, their balance sheets, their trial balances, and provide them with a worksheet by the end of the quarter for them to analyze further.
Okay.
And in the tax season, sometimes if they need me to, I prepare tax returns for them also.
All right. So what's your academic background? What do you have?
So I've completed my graduation in finance, accounting, and my master's in finance, core finance.
Okay.
I completed my MBA.
Okay. So my company, I've been doing this this is my 44th year, so quite a while.
Right.
I operate more now like a contract CFO. So most of my clients, I pretty much handle everything for them, from their monthly bookkeeping, their tax planning, investment planning, corporate finance, all that functions. As I was saying to the other candidate that I was talking to, my undergraduate degrees are in accounting and business. I have a master's in international banking and a master's in tax, and then I did my doctoral work in economics, international economics. So again, that's why I do the type of work that I do. So what I'm looking for is somebody who can handle some clients that the regular bookkeeping, but also some special projects. So if how proficient are you in Microsoft Office and all the Office products?
So I majorly work on Microsoft Office products only because that is what is mostly used in the clients that I work with, which is why I can be good at it.
Okay.
Hey, guys, sorry to interrupt out here. Pat, I just sent out the resumes to you again. So you should have received it I've sent it on both your emails. So whichever access you have, you can get it out there.
Okay, hold on just a moment. Let me just pull it.
Did you get the email?
I did. Thank you very much.
Great.
I'm back here
So,
again.
okay. So I actually have to just get off this call for, a quick meeting. I have Nero out here. So in case, once Viraj is done, he can have Harshita join in after her and then Jai Kishan. So
All right.
he'll take care of, the remaining part of the call from my side.
Right. Great. So I'm going to give you thanks, Valence. I appreciate it. So I'm going to give you a set of facts. There's a special project. One of my major clients actually is a real estate developer. They have 13 operating companies. They buy properties like crazy, and they do developments. So what I'd like you to do is put together kind of I'd like you to put together a spreadsheet with the result, trying to determine what's the cash flow, maximum cash need. So cash flow analysis, as well as a rate of return on a series of facts. So let me give you the facts, and then you can put this thing together in Excel and push it out to Valence so I can take a look at it tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay, so it's a land development, and the land cost is $400,000.
Okay.
The roadways and utility improvements is $300,000.
Okay.
The permits and fees for connections, utility connections, is $15,000 per lot, and I'll come back and tell you how many lots.
Can you please repeat the amount?
I'm sorry. 15,000.
Okay, 15,000.
Right. There and there's a combination of, it's a multi-phase project. There's 18 townhomes.
Okay.
With a projected sales price of $300 per square foot, with an average size of 1,200 square feet.
Size is 1,200.
Right. And that's going to be done in 2 phases, 8 units and then 10 units.
Okay.
Phase 2 will start, and then there's a construction period of 4 months.
All right.
For each phase. And then there is a 6-month window of time from the beginning of the project to the start of construction. That's all the time that it would take to do the legal work and do all the road work. So basically the $300,000 for all of the road work and curbs and stuff like that, that's going to be done over the months of
So you
basic,
mean 6 months they have for managing all the work that they want to start, and then the 4 month period starts.
correct, correct.
Okay. Okay.
And then, and so basically the townhomes are two phases, and then there are 27 single family homes,
Okay.
right? And the target sales price on those is $325 a foot with an average size of 1,600 square feet.
Okay.
And that will be done in 4 phases.
Okay.
Okay. So they're basically going to be, there'll be 8 houses, and then 8 houses and 8 houses, 8 houses, 8 houses, 8 houses, and then
11.
then 11.
Yeah.
Okay. No, actually 4. It's 8, 8, 8, and 3. 8, 8, 8, and 3.
Yeah, and 3. Sorry.
And those will take 4 months to build.
Each phase.
Right, 4 months.
Hmm.
And then what you'll have is phase 2 starts in the 3rd month of the phase 1 of the houses. So there's an overlap, is what I'm trying to say. There's an overlap. So basically phase 2 will start at the 3rd month in for construction of the houses. And then the same thing for each one.